Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight?
Oh, I'm pretty good. Oh, I think we got someone in the back room.
Yes, we do.
Uh-oh. Someone's hiding.
She's coming. There she is. Hey, Smut.
What's up?
Hi, I made it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
How you doing, doll?
It's been a long day.
I feel it. It was my dad's 62nd birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday
Happy
to him.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Daddy Rex.
Daddy Rexy.
You're used to saying that often, Smuck.
No, people only have a birthday once a year, you douche.
Only on days that end in Y.
Oh my gosh.
So, there we go. I'm back.
Yep.
For whatever reason, because I'm currently on stolen internet, my actual laptop's connection isn't the greatest. So the camera will continue rolling. It's using mobile data and everything for the laptop. It's a little iffy at times.
That's what happens
No.
when you're traveling all over the world hiding from process servers.
I'm not
Keep
hiding
claiming that, but he
necessarily.
really
from
is in my
process servers.
backyard.
I was about to say, if they want to find, go to Canada.
I heard he was in France
Nobody
last.
listens.
I don't know.
I know. No one listens.
No,
As for an update and everything else, I have still officially not been served. However, get this. So I speak to my parents every now and then just to give them an update of what's happening and everything else. They actually received a letter in the mail asking if I was actually in Australia
Oh.
from Bruce.
Brucey.
So he tracked down my parents and tried to contact them to see if I was back in Australia or not, to see if he needs to drop me out of the case or not and everything else, and they just didn't answer.
well, there's so many
Fair enough.
scams. Why
So
would
Bruce is going through thick and thin to find me. Now I have spoken with my attorneys. I've got 2 awesome attorneys and everything else. And they have told me that every time Bruce sends a process server out to serve me, it costs him out of pocket $1,000.
Nice.
He's probably upwards of about $5,000 to $6,000 by now. I did mention that I was going to Hurricane Utah this weekend. I'd spoken to a friend another YouTuber that's out there and everything else, and asked if I could name drop him and everything else to sort of sell the story. A process server rocked up to his place today to find out that I'm not there. So that
that's
officially makes
awesome.
like $6,000 so far.
no
I'm
one's shown
on
up
track.
here or sent me anything?
I
Oh
am
my
on track to
God.
to have him spend more money than Lynette spent on attorney fees for Silverman.
That is insane. He's wasting all that and going on. I mean, it's just crazy.
And she
Well, the
still
funny
owes
thing
Silverman
is-
money.
From my understanding, Bruce isn't even the one that's actually, like, doing the legal work. He's just, like, a consultant, basically, because he doesn't have a bar license in Florida.
He doesn't
Well-
need a bar license. So go on, Melissa, explain it.
No, I was just gonna say he's signed up onto the federal case, so he's a part of that one. The other one's been dismissed, so it's a nice $219 that he wasted there, because it's just gonna be the whole thing is it's seriously insane that they brought this to the legal system and to use this to the legal system and threatening these channels, and it's just it's insane to me. I have no other words.
We've got a
like
good
that.
one to in regards to being threatened. Mike,
No.
why don't you introduce yourself to everybody and explain what Bruce has done to you recently?
So, I'm Mike, also known as the Skipper. Veteran Nation is a show I've been doing for about 4 years, most of it with a co-host. And I was willing to have Bruce on the show because he jumped into my comments one day as I was breaking news about one of the court cases. And I said, sure, come on. And he pretty much wanted to get into an argument with me and accuse me of several things, as well as threaten me. And since then, he's been writing terse letters to YouTube trying to get my channel taken down.
Awful.
Oh,
I
wow.
really like, in my opinion, it all comes down to free speech. Like, we all know that YouTube isn't that great at protecting free speech, but then they also don't defend the speech they do allow. They're just like, yeah, the creators can quibble with very expensive lawsuits between each other.
Mm-hmm.
But Radis, this pertains to you. I was uploading a short to YouTube last weekend, and I noticed that there's now a little toggle switch where you can actively tell YouTube that you used AI to create something or alter something, and so it'll put a little disclaimer in there, which would completely negate anything that you've done because they allow the content and it put a disclaimer on it.
I have seen that. Have I ignored that? Yes, I have. I'll be honest. With the whole Deuce threatening me and everything else, and I had the chance to get out and delete all the videos, and I pretty much told him no and where to go and fuck himself and everything else. I doubled down. So I've been releasing song after song, probably like 2 or 3 a week.
Yeah, you have.
In fact, an album gets released tonight at midnight. It got pre-released to those who are channel members a couple of hours ago. But it's all the recent songs and everything else, all in one big compilation and everything else, along with a couple of bonus tracks towards the end. And I may or may not have used Lynette's voice again to promote it. Because why not?
You're about ready to be drowning in content, just like Tug, because Shart debuts her new YouTube channel tonight.
Oh, awesome!
Oh, hey, so
When does
Skipper,
that album ever come out?
We don't want another album for her.
So Skipper, so has Bruce actually filed any lawsuits against you, or has it all just been blabby big mouth stuff so far?
With me, he's accusing me of defamation, which I will happily take that lawsuit because I haven't damaged anybody. But he's claiming defamation, which YouTube does not care about defamation at all. YouTube cares about copyright, and only if I were actually tried and convicted in court would YouTube ever care about defamation. So he's, he's barking up a tree, and good luck.
Like what? I don't know if you would specifically want to repeat the things, but what is he claiming that you said?
So I said that Lynette was the child's legal guardian because when I was saying that, I had only seen the guardianship paperwork. And he came onto the show, and he first was mad that I was saying legal guardian. And he was like, it's an adoption. I was like, well, I haven't seen those documents. If you send me those documents, I'll look them over, and then I'll say adopted mother. But legal guardian is not defamation. They're one and the same.
No, yeah, exactly. Because my parents are my biological parents, and on all the school paperwork and stuff for field trips and whatnot when I was younger, it said legal guardian on it. So
exactly. And where he really got mad is while I was streaming live. I sometimes read the comments when it's just me and I don't have a guest. I'll just read what people are saying. And someone had said it was an illegal adoption. And I just read it. And then he, in turn, thought I believed that and was telling my audience that. And what's funny is, 2 days later, he started coming after me on Facebook in the comments, and he just was like, he'd sent me the adoption documents. Is like, okay, are you going to go onto your show and inform that your viewers that it was a legal adoption? I was like, Bruce, you were on my show. You said on the show it was a legal adoption. My viewers are informed because of that. And he just wouldn't give it up. And I finally told him, look, this is getting to be harassment. I'm blocking you. I blocked him. And then the next day, he sent me an email containing a letter that was supposed to be for Travis. Why he was sending it to me, I don't know, but it was about the RV where they're trying to steal the RV.
Wow. That guy.
They didn't steal anything.
Yeah, they didn't steal nothing. They literally went and got property that belonged to
I'm sorry,
Lloyd.
but she
Poor guy.
stood there in all the videos and in the audio and said, I don't care if it's his, take it.
Yeah,
That's possession's
did.
9/10 of the law.
yeah.
Or she still has his fridge.
I would
told
not.
you brought a fridge with you here. You leave, that's mine.
He had a receipt for that fridge too. That was to me, that was what was BS.
Just gonna have a not have a. I'm just gonna quickly say hello to Sandra, Shane. We've got Audio Coffee here. We've got Teresa, Max Labs, King Paco. Who else? We've got James Jungle Safari. Mayor Dan is in the house. We've got Betsy. Now, Mayor Dan, how was the Akron haunted house that you did the other night or last night? How'd that go? Let us know in comments. We've got Philip here, Suzanne. And as I try and scroll up, my computer is just lagging.
Hey, Martin.
We've got Ryder Chicks in the house as well.
Dirty
Mad
Mama
Dog.
T.
Mama T.
I call her Dirty Mama T.
I
She loves it.
Anyone who's watching on my channel, make sure you're subscribing to DJ
Ellie,
Radis too.
Ellie, welcome. I
Hey,
am less
Radis,
than
Rex
50
wants back.
subscribers. I think it was like 49 subscribers. Why would Rex leave?
I don't know, but he was knocking on the door there.
Yeah, apparently Firefox decided to lock up and it locked up my whole system.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah.
I don't use that.
So we're running Chrome now. Let's see if that works any better.
I always
I
run
do want
Chrome.
I do want to congratulate DJ Radis on winning the Anne Frank Hide and Seek Champion Award this year.
That is a yeah.
Great. Yeah, he deserves that one. Oh my gosh, so crazy.
Good evening, Martin and
So
Emma.
I am a little bit of a what the hell's outsider. I just never really paid that much attention. So I guess the thing that's always been confusing me is what is Bruce's relationship to Lynette to begin with? Like, how did he get hooked into this whole
He got
festival?
Bruce and Shart are good friends. So I believe Shart contacted Bruce. Bruce then contacted Lynette, and they had their love triangle.
He's just a wannabe, big shot. And he's trying to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
So according to the attorneys and everything else, I'm just continue doing it as I'm doing. I'm not doing anything wrong by playing hide and seek with the process server. I'm just continue doing whatever I do to, even if I decide to go down to Otter Creek for Christmas and everything else. If I haven't been served by then, the court extension will just continue going on until I am served. Or they drop the case.
remove you.
No, it's one or the other. It's literally, I either get served,
Mm-hmm.
or if I don't get served and they try and drop me out of the case, they'll drop the entire case. You can't just drop me out of it and continue on with the other three. So it's either all or nothing. So I just continue doing as I do and keep wasting Stooge's money.
You're just living your life. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, you are.
You're not really running or hiding from anything. You're just living your life.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I may be hiding just a little bit. But I'm
Only
not
'cause you
running
like
from
to
the
mess
law.
with
There's no warrant. There's no warrant out for my arrest or anything like that.
Well,
Donna Naya,
It's civil.
How about you knock on some wood there, buddy?
who, me? I don't need to knock on anything.
Yeah.
There's no wood needing to be knocked on here. But no, I'm going to answer Donna Naya. He's tried to get interviewed by Megan Fox so many times. Tried to be interviewed by Tug so many times. She's not going to do it, and he's not going to do it. I would. Part of me wants to bring him on this show, but then I don't want him to say, "Oh, you're getting served." Blah 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 blah. Where are you located and everything else? I don't want all that stress yet. I'll wait until I do get served, if it happens.
I just don't
I'm
get
only
it.
hoping your case goes forward so that I get called as a witness.
Hey, look, if this case goes forward, you're
lot of-
more likely to get your own case as well. And
Oh, absolutely.
Both Megan and Tug were talking about the possibilities of them being added to the case as well tonight. So all I can say is, if we all get added to the same case, we all show up in Levy County courts for the trial and everything else. Even if we fucking lost, even if we lost,
That's gonna
we'd
be a
still
good.
have a party.
That
Yeah,
should be a good time.
Can we wear matching suits and still wear
Only if they're like the old
face mask?
suits like they wear in Dumb and Dumber.
No, I want them to all go in wearing matching Blues Brothers suits.
I don't know.
Maybe
I kind of like
get
being a little
military
bit colorful
camouflage in that
sometimes.
suit.
Oh, the no to see 'em. Good idea.
Yeah, we could all
I don't
have
know.
a
I
party
still
at
stick to my
Newtown.
story. You're in my backyard in a dilapidated doghouse. You complain about the leak when it rains, but I told you it's a water feature. Use it to wash the marker off of your forehead. It's still there.
Look, I can't be in the doghouse because I've currently got light.
It's a big doghouse and you got no light over your head. Admit it. You're using stolen internet just like me. I use my neighbor's internet 2 doors down. He lets me, though.
Then it's not stolen, is it?
Kinda stolen. Only kinda.
Borrowed internet. It's borrowed internet. She'll give it back one day.
Well, and if he doesn't know I gave you the password. Kinda.
Just one day you piss off your neighbor and he changes the password.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll
think I'm
do it.
gonna have to worry about that.
I want to know if there's any
That was a
court
very
cases going on when it comes to
Oh, now that
John
Jeremy's got access to his property.
holding up that pew-pew on that kid or that family visiting Toontown. You guys hear me?
Yeah. I don't know about that story, so
Yeah, I just want to know what's happening to that because I mean I know that he was in jail for 45 days, something like that, and then I think he has his rights taken away. If he doesn't, I am ashamed of my state. That's all I have to say. In this whole thing, I'm so totally ashamed of my state because
Okay,
they're not doing the things that they need to do.
Okay, so I can fill you in with the whole Wes and his daughter and everything else. Now, Levy County was forcing them to come back to Florida to actually give a proper statement and everything else. And because they weren't back within the 45-day period or reconnaissances, that doesn't mean he is out of hot water. It means when Wes and his daughter come back to Florida, then it will go to trial. They couldn't do it over Zoom or anything like that for whatever bullshit reason. So they have to come back to Florida, give their statements again, and then charges will be laid and he'll go to court again for it.
Okay.
Redzilla wants to know what's our views on the two fleas. I call them the two throats in a cot. Or
these are the ladies.
2 lees in 1 cup.
Okay.
I have a theory for you.
What's
They're the
theory?
tonsil twins. They came back in time.
They very well might be.
They are those two are very gullible. Like, what was it, Rex? Probably like 2 months ago now, you and me did a show on a Tuesday night, and I said a whole heap of bullshit, like a lot of unbelievable bullshit.
yeah.
To the point where I was stating I got the Amazon vans up to 90, 95 miles an hour. True fact, those vans have got a thing called a governor in them, which limits them to a maximum of 70 miles an hour. But they ran with the whole story of 90 to 95 miles an hour, and that I was swerving into oncoming lanes and everything else. All those vans are tracked by GPS. They've got cameras in them and everything else. So they took the bait, they rolled with it, and now they look like fools. More so than what they did to
At what point does this stuff become harassment?
For them, it becomes First Amendment, and I'm not going to disqualify them on their First Amendment because I call them dumbasses.
Well, I mean, trying to cause problems for you at work, that would qualify as harassment, would it not?
It sure does.
It does, but I'm out of Amazon now. I haven't been with them now for a while because I've been driving around. I've got a app that allows me to drive for FedEx and stuff like that. So when I get to a new area that has a FedEx depot in it, I can sign up and be out delivering packages for the day or a couple of days or whatever else makes them on. With Amazon and just become a flex driver and stuff like that, where I load my personal vehicle up with some packages and drop them off. It's pretty much one and the same. So I'm not fussed by what they say.
Tell the truth. You found yourself an emotional support pool, and you're using that. And you have a loincloth, so you still work for some kind of an Amazon, and you're delivering some kind of package. You're saying where or to who, right?
I'm not even answering you anymore, Smuck.
You got to work the accent somehow.
You're dead to me.
Oh, I'm so close to hitting home.
Oh my gosh.
I can tell you what I was told
Radis,
about them.
did you miss me?
We all missed you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
So, Mike, what was that?
So on the 2 lees, now this is unconfirmed. This is all rumor. But one thing we do know is they've been doing harassing things on not just me, not just you, not just Jeremy, but a lot of people. And I mean, it has crossed lines. So what I've been told is they currently are frozen by YouTube because they have been contacted by other agencies, and that right now Bruce is sending threatening letters to YouTube to try to get their channel back unfrozen. But that's all unconfirmed rumor.
Well, they were live the other night, so I don't know if their channel is necessarily frozen at the moment. They may just not be able to monetize things for the time being. Which then, if you're going to do a 9-hour stream and you can't be monetized for that entire time, why even bother?
Yeah.
So when your channel gets frozen for monetization, that also means that you can't get super chats, you can't get any sort of monetary donations through that live stream. So they might as well just wait it out and behave like little schoolgirls for the next couple of months until their channel sort of allows them to do things again. Good evening, Puddletown. Welcome.
Hey, Puddletown.
And we've got Redzilla in the house as well. Paul the Carpenter is here.
I want to know why they decided to go after Jeremy's family. I just don't understand why that was even brought up. I mean, just let that die there. Let that not even assist. I mean, don't bring kids into the situation and just offer to do that. Should be ashamed of themselves.
Unfortunately, if you can't get to the person that you're trying to get to, when you've got no morals, you go after the family instead.
Well, there's the key point.
Hence why my family, my parents have both been contacted from Bruce and everything else, and God knows who else have tried to contact them, because I didn't originally tell them that I was being sued or anything like that. They contacted me asking me what the hell was happening. So someone had reached out to them prior to Bruce sending the letter and everything else. That letter only arrived in the mail the other day.
I think that's crazy for them.
Well, I mean, how long does it usually take a letter to get from here to across the pond and down to the southern hemisphere? Because, I mean, it's not quick from my understanding.
I could send a letter via standard snail mail or international snail mail anyway, and it would get there within like 5 days.
Hi, Rebecca. Welcome.
So that is quicker than I guess some other things. Because I hear from all sorts of Australian content creators that they'll like order something from like the American Amazon or something off eBay from America, and it'll take like a month to get there sometimes.
It depends. It all depends on the package size and the weight. So if it's listed as just a letter, it goes through pretty quickly because you obviously really can't hide too much in a letter. When it comes to packing everything else, they have to something looks off. They'll open up the package, check up if it's fine.
Yeah, I guess also they fly like sacks full of letters on commercial flights, so it's probably a little bit more regular than, you know, UPS flying a whole cargo jet over there.
No, everything is hand delivered by Santa Claus. He loads it into his sack and he flies it across the ocean.
Oh yeah.
I thought everything was delivered by birds.
No, that's
carrier pigeons.
Isn't it? So I hear.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, don't forget to drop your YouTube link in here as well.
Okay, I will.
So,
If I could find it.
so Skipper, what is your channel usually about? Like, do you just like interview people or, um,
You know, it all started. I was asked to do the show, um, and I was on a network doing interviews for them, and they wanted a veteran show. So I said at first I pushed back and said no, but I said I would do it if I could help people. So a lot of the stuff that we do is designed to help and entertain veterans, but me and my co-host are very anti-corruption and harassment, and I was just following Jeremy's story. Me and DJ Radis, we were just kind of like laughing about all the craziness last summer, but when it started going to court and being like real government corruption, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to start covering this for the show.
yeah. So are you a veteran yourself?
Yeah, I'm a 17-year veteran of the Marine Corps. I was enlisted and then became an officer.
Okay. What was your MOS?
For an officer, I was 0402 logistics officer. So
Okay.
supply chain stuff, all that.
Thank you for your
Gotcha.
service. We appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
They,
being worth serving.
I know one of my better online friends is he was a geez. I can never remember what he actually was because the joke is he was a tube stroker. In the
Artillery?
Marine Corps.
Is it
Yeah.
what?
The artillery. So like
Okay.
to like launch the artillery, you just drop it down a big tube. So the joke is that they're tube strokers. But yeah.
Well done.
So in terms of helping veterans, do you like talk about like a lot of like the PTSD issues and whatnot, or problems with the VA? I know there are a lot of that. Yeah.
We cover all that. I was diagnosed with PTSD in 2016. So I talk a lot about my experience with it because a lot of veterans won't talk about it. So
Yeah.
I do that to try to normalize it so those who are watching are a little bit more apt to reach out to me. And I get a lot that reach out to me. And because of that, about a little bit over a year ago, we started taking steps to where now we have the Veteran Nation Foundation, which is a nonprofit. So
Okay.
if they reach out to me, I'm not funded. So whatever T-shirts or coffee mugs I sell gives me a little bit of money. I might be able to help a little bit, but I do put them in contact with places that can do a lot of help.
Okay. So I was watching this video a while back. It was talking about the difference of how during World War I and World War II there wasn't as much, shell shock or PTSD, whatever they called it at the time, and then moving from the Korean War, Vietnam, and then the Desert Storm and all that, it's spiked. And their theory was that the soldiers and Marines and what have you during World War I and World War II had a decompression time because it would take them a while on the ships together. They could talk about what they saw. Now you're on a plane and you're back in the States within 48 hours, and you don't have that. You go in for your debrief. They tell you what you can and can't talk about, and then you're just kind of shoved out. Would you agree with that take?
So one thing that they found is that if you stay with your unit, and that was one thing that they did not do in Vietnam, they put you into a unit and then you rotated out as an individual. So you didn't have that decompression time like you were talking about. World War I, they definitely kept you with your unit because you had to travel via ships. World War II, you still would do some stuff, but nowadays. Both Korean War, Vietnam War, and then our current wars, there's not a lot of stuff that we do. There's this big workup before you deploy, but then when you get back, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, go on your deployment leave. Really, what I think we should do is take like a two weeks to a month of you go somewhere, not in the U.S., but in another country you know,
Yeah.
and just do something as a group, because it does become a shared experience. And when you have that, then you build a support structure. So you can, if you are struggling, you're more apt to get help, is really where it comes down to. And right now, what we see is a lot of veterans, what we call self-medicate. They'll switch to, they'll go to drugs and alcohol, and a lot of it's
Yeah.
just so that they can sleep. You know, they'll drink just so that they
Exactly.
can sleep, but it compounds the problem.
And there's also a lot of issues compounding on top of just the mental issues. But especially the army. I have a buddy who was in the maintaining the helicopter fleets over there, and here in the States they have all the the proper equipment to help you like lift stuff. And when you're out in the field and something needs to get done, you're just gonna do it by yourself, and you're gonna destroy your body, and then you come back and unless you get medically discharged, the VA isn't particularly willing to help as much as I think they should.
It's better than what it was 20 years ago. I'm still trying to get him on the show. My mom and dad are friends with a guy who was a former POW. His VA
Oh.
claim was rejected in 1980 and only got accepted about 2 years ago. And
Wow.
they had to pay him over $1 million of back pay. Actually, it was over $2 million. But
At least they paid him.
yeah, but think of all those veterans who died during that same time,
Yeah.
still fighting their claims. And that, the VA's been sued so many times, they're starting to back away from that, but they play other games. And,
Oh, yeah.
this country has a long history of screwing over its veterans.
Oh, it really does. But
That is
going back to what you were saying, it was kind of me and my dad were actually talking about this. My dad isn't a VFW, but he did serve in the Air Force in the 80s, Cold War, kind of having the flight line ready. He was a bomb loader. But we were talking about the PTSD thing, and he was saying the same thing about, like, if you are deployed forward to the Middle East, maybe, like, you and your unit spend a week in Turkey, and then you spend, like, a week in Italy, and then maybe Panama, and then you come back and you still stay with your unit in the States, kind of reacclimating for a week or two, and then maybe you can be discharged. And his theory was that would help a lot with the PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, pretty close to what you were saying.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of studies on it, and they've learned quite a bit in the last, I'd say, 30, 40 years.
One of the more disheartening things, and I know it's a little bit taboo to talk about, but I was keeping up on this study. I think it was coming out of Stanford, where they were using MDMA to help soldiers walk through their flashbacks, where they would be able to talk through them but not experience as much of the emotional trauma that came along with it. So they could, like, still visualize it, but it wouldn't be as painful. And unfortunately, the FDA rejected their findings, so they have to go back and do even more, because it was showing quite a bit of promise, at least from what they were doing. But I also can imagine that a lot of soldiers who aren't resorting to self-medicating, as you said, might not be open to taking Molly in front of a shrink.
It's funny because there's actually a nonprofit down here in Southern California where I am that is doing MDMA retreats for veterans. And I said, I'd be willing to go on one, as long as I can record it for the show. So, I can, use it to show other people what's going on. I'm not doing it to do drugs. That would just be part of
Oh, exactly. It's they're it's very purified product, and they're also using it in a clinical setting. It's not like you're going out to a rave or something.
Hey, don't knock doing drugs at raves.
Oh yes, Mr. DJ.
I've done my fair share of drugs in the time.
Burning Man and Coachella are both only like an hour from me, so.
Oh, you're in the high desert, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm right next to Joshua Tree National Park.
Oh, okay. That's right there on is that 40 or 20, the highway there, the main one.
On one side is 10, and I'm on the other
Okay.
side, which has California 62.
Okay, because I actually just a few. So I'm a semi trucker. I was out and I drove past like the exits for Joshua Tree, and I actually stopped in Coachella to get fuel, which kind of blew my mind because I thought Coachella was the name of the music festival. I didn't know it was named after the town it happens in, so that was kind of wild. Isn't Burning Man happening like right now?
It might be, and last year it was in Tehachapi, which is like 2 hours away.
I was seeing a lot of the supposedly it's supposed to be like really eco-friendly Burning Man, but then I saw like people go out there after it and see all the trash, and it takes them like a month
Yeah.
and a half to 2 months to clean up after it, and it's but so like you have the one side of your channel which is kind of like all the veteran stuff, and then you also said you delve into like government. What was the phrasing you used? I'm blanking.
We focus a lot on harassment and corruption.
Okay, corruption.
My-
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, my co-host, he's an 82nd Airborne veteran. He's also a former sheriff's deputy. He lives up in Minnesota, and we both really detest when the government abuses its authority. So that's not what we fought for. So we'll do a lot of stuff on that. And we also try to do fun stuff too.
Yeah. So like in terms of that sort of stuff though, like what do you guys delve into? Like you talking about like misappropriation of funds or frivolous lawsuits or
Right now, he's doing a story about a sheriff's deputy who has a history of accidents and bad driving. Who a month ago was driving fast, not running code, and actually he had actually hit a minivan, rolled it, and a young girl was killed. So that's one story he's
awful.
highlighting right now.
Was he is he one of those you said sheriff's deputy, but is he one of those officers that like hops around departments because they'll get fired from one and just pop up in another one, or
No, he was a correctional deputy, and he started getting harassed by his sheriff's department because his show is called Minnesota Black Robe Regiment on YouTube for those interested. And he was just going on, just talking about state of things of the United States, and during COVID, they were locking everyone down hard, and he was bringing people on to talk about their experiences, and the sheriff had an issue with it and started gunning for his job. So he ended up he left before they could do anything like to hurt his career long term. So he walked away from that sheriff's department, and he's doing some farming and some other stuff now.
I was specifically talking about the interest of the story, not your
Oh yeah.
Wait, what was that?
He
So
does
your
do
co-host
stories
was a
about that.
former officer as well? Is that
Yeah,
what
he was
okay, I see.
He was deputy at a corrections facility, and
Gotcha.
so-
I was referring to the officer that flipped the minivan. Like if
so
he was
that's
one of the
why
ones
he's so good of now as essentially a journalist, is because he
Yeah.
has a lot of connections. So he finds out about things before the public does, but he also has sources within the various departments. So he's breaking news on a lot of these stories. So people who don't know should definitely check out his channel. But he's there in southeastern Minnesota.
And Minnesota was one of those that, oh man, the lockdowns and all that, they went hard. I mean, my understanding was, I'm not sure if Waltz was the governor at that point, but I know the governor. So it was Waltz. My understanding is Minnesota was one of those states that actually set up a hotline where you could call and basically snitch out one of your neighbors if they had too many people over. Or I also saw a video where the I'm pretty sure it was city police somewhere in Minnesota, started shooting paintballs at people just because they were hanging out on their porch. Like it was really rough up there.
And that's what he was reporting on. And yeah, they didn't like it, so they were trying to affect him. But he walked away before they could have any real effect.
What was the name of that channel again?
Minnesota Black Robe Regiment.
Okay. There it is.
Thank you to Audrey and Puddletown for being members. Audrey 4 months and Puddletown 2 months. Thank you very much. Now, for those who are members of at least my channel and everything else, if you head over to the videos, you'll find a album celebrating 4K members and everything else. It was a pre-release for those who are members. It will be released to the public come midnight and everything else. There's a link for it and everything else. All the recent music plus a couple of bonus tracks at the very end. Sort of just celebrating 4K worth members, or subscribers, sorry. But we do need to sort of move on to a couple of other topics and everything else. Melissa, do you have that video that you played for me last night that you couldn't find the rest of it?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know you asked me about that video. Oh, you mean okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, we're going to play that one.
I'd rather play the other one that I found today, so you guys will stop. Yeah, or somebody, I don't know who started this. What is his name? Bruce Douchebag? I have no idea what his name is. You guys use so many different names. But anyways, I guess our dear friend Shizzy named him something that I cannot stand that he named it. And I will, let me see if I can. I don't even know how, I don't remember how to do this. It's been so long. But if you want to share that video, let's not call Brucey by this name because it's supposed to be a happy thing.
Oh, I see what happened. Okay. I'm not a mod on Melissa's or Rouse's channel.
You haven't been around.
No, I just tried to post a link. That's why it failed. That's all.
No, it posted.
It said it failed to post to yours and Melissa's channel.
Okay, so
Finding Nemo's a classic.
Let's not call Brucey, Douchey, whatever his name is, Bubbles, please, because it's a happy, fun thing. You know, you take your bubble bath, you blow bubbles all over, you enjoy all the bubbles, just like the little here.
Also, my favorite person called Bubbles is a character in Trailer Park Boys, and he's one of the better, more funny characters.
Right?
But that's why I think that's
Shizzy,
why Shizzy called him
that. Just call him Douche Bruce, whatever his name is. Oh, anyhow. Okay.
Oh, jeez. Why did he even call him that? Was he just like ranting and raving?
No, so I believe that Shizzy calls him Bubbles, and this is just my opinion, over the whole Trailer Park Boys, because Bubbles on that is kind of slow, kind of retardish, and that's what Bruce is.
Fair enough.
Well, Bruce is a happy, or Bubbles is a happy kind of thing.
But on the upside, you need to remember, eventually bubbles pop.
Right.
That was very dark.
You overinflate them and they just...
I don't like to think about things popping.
Oh,
I don't know.
No, it just
Some people like to think about cherries popping, so
well, it just
I had to go
reminds
there.
me
Sorry.
of in high school. I was in the marching band, so we went to the football games, and somebody had one of their testicles popped basically during the football game. So it's very unpleasant to think about things popping for me. Like just seeing that happen kind of left a tiny bit of a scar there.
What the heck were you doing to see that happen?
On the offensive much of the night. Former President Trump did.
He just got tackled. Actually, technically, it was targeting because the helmet went right into the groin, and a lot of those guys don't wear cups because it supposedly limits their mobility. So, anyways, moving on.
I
It was
don't
a hell of
know.
a play.
I think we want Rest to continue talking about testicles.
I'd really rather not.
Fake boobs pop too.
Come on, you were explaining it so well.
They do. That is something. They tell you not to go on airplanes for a certain amount of time after getting breast implants because they can literally just go. Ooh. There you go.
oh,
So I'm just checking. What are we at the moment?
I don't know. Where you at, Radis?
3,960.
He's in my backyard. Jeez.
I know.
Nobody listens.
Nobody listens to you.
Well, you guys keep talking amongst yourselves while my computer decides to load.
Oh goodness.
I'm still
trying-
alive because the camera's still on.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so Skipper, this is something I like to ask people who have been deployed, but when you're over there, if somebody would have sent you a care package of things that you could only get back home, what's the number one thing you would have asked for?
Toys, and I am not joking. Whenever we got a package that had toys in it, we would love, because I mean, you get bored over there. So whenever someone would send something stupid like dollar store toys, we would mess with them and stuff like that.
Like Nerf footballs or anything like that, like or like more like like the wind 'em up toys and stuff.
Any type of toy, any type.
Okay.
We're all big kids in the military, and we all screw around a lot. So yeah, that's always a huge hit. The coolest care package though we got was it was a series of like they were cardboard boxes with styrofoam coolers inside, and in the bottom of those styrofoam coolers were dry ice, and they filled the coolers with Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Just something about sitting in the desert eating some ice cream. But yeah, I guess
So a deck of cards would have been fun too, I guess.
We used those quite a bit. We played cards a
my
lot.
understanding though is if you guys get caught like actually gambling, even if it's with like potato chips, that's like a big old no.
You're not supposed to do it, but you know, it's just kind of one of those things. I was in Afghanistan for a year, so when you get past seven and 8, it's like, okay, yeah, that's my Marines were always someone had downloaded this like shooting game onto the government server, which is a big no. but
Nice.
you know,
Someone said Democrats
everybody was
support
playing.
execution.
Hell yeah.
I just told my guys, hey, don't play it until after chow, evening chow. After evening chow, play all you want.
Yeah. So so how long ago was this? Like, did you have like a ability to like make like Skype calls home at that point?
I could, but our internet wasn't that good. But I could make long distance phone calls, no problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Were
voice
you
over internet was good.
So after you were like deployed in country, were you like ever on any of the helicarriers or anything like that, or?
No, I only spent one night in my whole career, one night on a ship, and that was on the USS Nashville. I wish I could have spent more time on a ship, but just wasn't in the cards for me. It actually took me 8 years to get to Afghanistan, and I even volunteered a second time, but got bumped. I ended up in Dubai.
Oh, how was that?
It's not often the Marine Corps sends you to paradise. I was working out of the embassy in Abu Dhabi, so it was.
Oh, there
it was
you
a
go.
blast.
My goodness, was that I don't know if you were like able to do it, but I know that there's a Formula One race there in Abu Dhabi. Were you able to go to that? I know it's a fairly big country, so I don't know how close you were to that.
Yeah, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix was there. I didn't go to the race. I had friends who did, but I did go there. They always do all these events out on the islands because it's out on Yaz Island. I did go to a lot of events out on that island in preparation. Like they did a Justin Timberlake concert of the lead up to it. So,
hell yeah. So, would you say that your overall experience in the Marine Corps was positive or negative or just kind of eh?
Definitely overall positive. I loved being deployed. That was actually the most fun because you didn't have to worry about just the naggy, dumb stuff that you do in garrison.
Don't walk on the grass, all that stuff.
I would
No
have
hands in
stayed,
pockets.
but I didn't realize I was angry all the time. Didn't realize it was PTSD, and my marriage at the time was falling apart, and my ex was using the Marine Corps against me. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to walk away from it, which I did. And then I ended up coming back into the reserves for 2 years just to check that out. And the reserves are pretty good as well. But I now live near a Marine base. So, and I'm normally on the base every day. So
you, I'm sure you talk with your buddy a lot because your co-host is from Minnesota. And I don't know if you are particularly political or not, but I know it's been a big news story about the governor. And I just in his some people say it's stolen valor. Some people say he's just speaking. I know it's kind of split the veteran community down the middle. So I don't know if you have any thoughts on that whole sort of thing or not.
To me, it's a form of stolen valor. He was definitely exaggerating. He knew what he was doing at the time that he was doing it, which is the problem. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of military people who exaggerate their stuff. I've never needed to. But the big problem is when you're doing it to forward your career, that's when because you're essentially you're trying to advance yourself on the backs of other people, which is the problem. And we do get into a lot of political stuff. In fact, tomorrow morning I'll be doing a political show. My co-host is a big time libertarian, very big time libertarian. So sometimes we argue. We're both very passionate, but at the end of the day, we both respect each other's opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is something that I feel is unfortunately in the waning side of the waning cycle that we have here in America. The two sides it's like they hate each other. You can't really sit down and have a
moment of the debate.
a rational conversation, because I know like my friend's parents were hippies, and my dad's always been like a staunch conservative type of person. But even back during like the Reagan, even the hippies could be like, well, I did like this part of Reagan. Nowadays it seems like that's kind of missing, unfortunately.
I grew up in a very union household. My dad was in the Teamsters. He was a truck driver for UPS for 35 years. Both of my grandparents or grandfathers, one was a cop, one was a firefighter. So that it was very blue collar for me growing up. Blue collar, Rust Belt stuff. So yeah, I had that stereotypical experience. I had family members who worked for the auto industry because that was big in our city.
Yeah. So so my experience of California, right? It's really weird because like I'll go to LA, San Francisco, and San Diego, and it's like a completely different world compared to and Sacramento, and it's a completely different world compared to the entire rest of the state. It's so weird.
The area where I lived is considered economically disadvantaged. Actually, devastated is the term they used. And I'm only an hour and a half, 2 hours away from LA, but I rarely go there. I try to avoid it at all costs because I hate traffic.
Yeah, I mean, why would you? I mean, I have to go in there. I actually deliver into Compton quite a bit just because that's where a lot of the warehouses are. And, where the warehouses are in Compton is pretty okay because they have all the security around there all the time. But, just driving through there, you're just like, there's a camper parked, and this is just where these people live now. And I'm like, I mean, I guess, but it's also blocking the streets, and it's mildly annoying. So, but then, like you said, you get an hour and a half outside of the city, and it's like desert, but it's also just like working folk doing their thing, and like everybody's getting along. It's not the crazies and.
Yep.
So it's just,
but they're now starting to get those people. They're starting to move out here. Where I live, there's actually a very popular bumper sticker that just says "Go back to LA." And what's funny is when you talk to people in LA, San Diego, San Francisco, they think everybody sees things the way they do, and I'm like, oh no one sees things the way you do. You're just in California and you don't leave California.
Yeah, there's I'm driving through Texas. I quite often see the bumper stickers that say "Don't California my Texas." I always thought those were funny, especially around the Austin area. I just don't know how. Like, I have a few friends who are out there in California. I don't know how y'all can do it, paying almost $5 a gallon for gas and just the astronomical amounts for income tax and sales tax, and now they don't even let you have like flavored tobacco products and whatnot. It's just menthol and full flavor. It's
the good thing is there's like I have the base, which doesn't have to follow California law. I also have the Indian casino right down the way. They don't have to follow California law, so there are ways to get away from some of the stuff. But yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm not going to live here for forever.
I'm going to have to cut you guys off for a second. We do have somebody else that we've got to add into the call.
Oh my goodness! Look!
Hello.
How you doing, TT?
I'm good.
I miss you.
I don't know if you can get a little bit closer to your mic, but we can barely hear you.
Let me turn up the sound.
I am hearing feedback from someone.
I have nothing.
Not me.
That's a little bit better.
Could be my fan.
That could be it. It's making a choppy sound.
I do. So TT, or your did your
Yep.
husband have his second surgery this past week, or?
Yes, they removed
Okay.
the external fixator, and he's got the brace on.
Alrighty. So, and I remember reading something. I don't know how much you want out there, but they were able to do something under anesthesia that showed a lot of promise. So that's good
Yes,
to hear.
yeah, they were able to bend his knee 90 degrees, which was amazing. And the x-rays they did before he had the surgery, the tibia bone was kind of set low, like a little bit
Mhm.
lower than the femur bone that makes up the
Mhm.
knee. And after they took the X-fix off, and he had the brace on for about a week, we went back this past Wednesday to get the follow-up, and it's straight in line. So that the doctor said he can't believe how much it healed on its own without him having to do the internal fixator.
That's awesome.
So we got
So,
He's got a great nurse taking care of him.
that's
You
true.
know it.
So is he able to move around, like using a walker or crutches or anything at this point, or is he still
He's-
pretty much bedridden?
He's been able to get up and move around even with the X-fix, but he did it very rarely because it was,
Mhm.
I mean, it's like 20 pounds of metal on one leg.
Yeah.
He's getting up more now, but he's still non-weight bearing. He starts physical therapy on Thursday for his first one, so he should be able to put a little bit of weight on it after that. So hopefully we'll get him ambulatory and get him going, because this is frustrating. It's been a long 6 weeks.
Oh wait, I used to be young, so they even
Sure.
got rid of menthol. So it's just full flavor tobacco now.
What?
Thought,
What are you talking?
Oh, we were talking about the crazy, because Skipper up there lives in California. We were talking about how crazy it is out there.
Oh,
I thought they were allowed to
Hey.
have just menthol and full flavor, but I guess I used to be young, and the chat is saying it's not even menthol anymore. It's just the full flavor cigs and lights and so on.
Skipper, you can have Miss Harris back.
You can have her back.
San Francisco can keep her. Lose them too.
Check it out.
Oh,
What you gonna do with?
oh
Check it out.
my goodness.
Wow.
I say no, but they keep giving, so I keep on taking. And no, I ain't taking. We can keep on dating. I keep on demonstrating my love, my love, my love, my love. You love my lady lumps, my hump, my hump, my hump. My love, my love, my love. You love my lady lumps, you love my lady lumps, my hump, my hump, my hump. Check it out.
Gosh.
As I
Way to
said,
go. Great rack
I
there,
apologize for people living.
douche. Oh my gosh, that is too funny.
Was I the one having the audio problem?
I think you were just a little low. I don't hear the feedback anymore, so I think we're
Yeah,
good to go.
because I went in and turned on noise cancellation for a microphone adjustment and everything else, so there was no echo anymore.
Gotcha.
I was in this bedroom with the door shut, and it echoes.
Has anybody seen all the like YouTube shorts that are floating around of that clip? They like take the audio from the debate of Trump going, "They are eating the dogs, they're eating the pets," and then they like overlay it with a video of people's dogs with just like big eyes, like looking back at them, like, "What did he say?" Those have been great.
Yeah. Those are good.
Only in Ohio.
Yeah. Well, you know, there isn't, according to Nurse TT, there isn't a lot to do here, so.
It's flat land. It's cornfields.
The northern part is flatland, yes.
I'll give you that. Cincinnati's pretty hilly.
Yeah, you
But,
get down
you know-
to like the southeastern region. You start, that's like the beginning of Appalachia.
Yeah, but you also said that Cincinnati is technically Kentucky, so
No, I said they act like Kentuckians. They even have a bit of a southern drawl down there in that
They
part
do.
of Ohio.
they do. Wash. They're gonna wash the clothes.
Oh my gosh, goodness.
Wait a second,
My
though, Rex.
dad's
You're an Ohioan.
Ohioan, correct.
You live in you're currently picking on Ohio. You are
A little bit, yeah.
You are no better than two awesome dogs.
How fucking dare you?
Wow.
No, but
You should be defending your state, not putting it down.
look, it's just like my mother. I'm allowed to call her mean names and talk shit about her, but if you do it, I'll fuck your shit up.
So lovely.
But
Where is he tonight? He hasn't.
mm,
What's the word he calls you?
I'm not gonna help you make fun of me.
He's probably watching Tug and Megan.
Oh, steering wheel holder.
Damn it.
I'm
All
just-
right,
Right.
man. Get your sausages away. We don't need those sausage fights.
Hey, don't pick on the.
Did he cut out?
Uh-oh. There he is. He's back. Look, at least
Accidentally
my
removed the wrong-
football team didn't lose.
Daddy's gone again.
Oh, jeez.
It's okay. Keep talking shit. He can't do anything to stop you.
I apologize.
Which is the one with the fucking camera?
I don't know.
Have some issues over there.
Yes, I do. I have all the issues.
I got a camera.
Oh, that's right. I changed it to this setting. There's a sausage. I'll fuck your life up.
That looks like a cocktail wiener.
I think
Was
the
that-
bottle of vodka might hurt a little bit more.
Oh, he's got his tin hat on.
Oh my gosh, what is the tin hat for?
I got one for the kitty too. If the kitty comes back up here, we'll protect his brainwaves.
Who are we protecting our brains from? Should we all get tinfoil hats on?
From Juicy.
From Deucey?
I had mine surgically implanted. I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
I'm surprised he hasn't joined your chat for my stream. I'm pretty sure he's blocked from Mike's.
He is.
He's blocked from everybody?
Yeah, I mean, he
Well,
got blocked after he came after he started shit talking me, and I didn't even say anything bad about him. Like on that stream where Radis referred to earlier, that Tuesday stream, like he kind of went off on him, and then the next Saturday, He came into the chat saying something like, did that truck driver take Radis's advice and drive off a bridge? And that's when Radis banned him.
Hey, Skipper, did you get your channel back yet?
I never lost anything.
Okay.
He's written to try to get my channel taken down, and then people in the fake group, they reported my Facebook posts and got one of the videos taken down off of Facebook, but I got it right back up like an hour later. So to them, that's getting my stream taken down. But no, I've been fully operational.
Okay, because I thought that I was watching Megan Box and Talk, one of their live streams. I think the one when they had Larry on, and they had said that you got shut down complete.
Yeah, he's been sending nasty letters to YouTube about me, but so far hasn't been successful.
Well, good. Because they're a bunch of idiots. Yes, I said it. Come see me.
Yeah. Everybody can have an opinion.
All you have to do is use Lynette at some point in time, or a picture of her, and you'll get sued as well.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
If I was going to use anything, I'd use that ET looking picture of hers.
Oh, God.
Oh, there's one floating around that is some scrambled ET as well.
Oh, boy.
I used to be young, Edenwood bound. Point in time.
So Tug and
They pretty
Megan
much did this-
got more emails, threatening emails from the Deuce Canoosh. Is that what I'm hearing?
I believe so. I believe. Well, I think Megan. He's trying to sue Megan for the Turtle Purgatory Lego thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know
Hey,
what.
Radis, can you let Smuck back in?
There is showing spinning circles for everybody right now.
Oh.
Well, that's lovely. Your internet sucks. Stop stealing it.
Yeah, bro, get a Starlink already.
Yeah, right.
I don't know about the laptop. The laptop seems to have killed itself.
Shart is burning evidence as we speak.
Hey, you
Where's
took
the
all of
phone?
our privileges away. We can't let her in.
I didn't take anyone's privileges away.
Oh, there she is. Okay, yeah. Find this.
Yeah. You can probably hear the generator now. I had to switch back over to my phone because the computer decided to lag up for a bit.
Yeah, I can hear a little bit of it but it's not that bad.
Lynette used to have an emotional support pole.
Oh.
She needs
Trying to clean between her legs.
it's
Aren't you afraid your phone's gonna break with that on there?
What?
I mean, it might leave you. The picture of Lynette. It just popped up on the other thing. So.
It's illegal to have on my phone, I guess. I'm waiting for my summons.
There's some crazy looking ones in Discord too. I'm like, oh my gosh.
So
I heard that Brucey was telling moderators to block Lynette in the chat, and the two Lees in a pod. I didn't get to see that, but I thought that was pretty funny. He doesn't even want her talking.
I mean, would you want the lady to talk? I mean, she's just awful.
Oh God, no! But I'm just saying. I just think it's funny. He's supposedly, allegedly representing her, and he doesn't even want her to talk.
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, good lawyer there. Have all the channels block her so she can't say anything. Keep her mouth shut while there's a court case still yet to be resolved.
Well, it's because because he wants all the attention. That's fine.
I really truly can't get, I mean, I can understand like the money point of it is, I just really can't understand why he's just so gun-ho about getting on these channels and like I literally begging people to get on their channels.
Oh my God, did you see Shizzy's reply email? Oh my God, I was dying. It was epic. It was absolutely epic.
It was. It's great. Shizzy's awesome.
But Melissa doesn't like it because of the name that Shizzy calls him. Because Melissa may once upon a time been called Bubbles. So therefore, now that who's being called Bubbles.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
People want to know why you don't want him to be called Bubbles.
My thing was, and I played it earlier. My thing was not even a nickname. Why would that is no. Bubbles is a word of happiness, and like I can imagine playing with Bubbles. I mean, I even when I do dishes, I sit there and play with myself because it freaking gives me something happy to do when I'm freaking slaving trying to do dishes. Bubbles is a happy thought. I don't want to associate Bubbles with douche canoosh.
Do you want to see? If you want to,
Sorry.
I can't hear her.
I said,
What'd you say, TT?
Can you make the connection? What does Bubbles have to do with Lucy?
Because he kind of looks like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, yes. I got it.
So apparently the two Lees are on right now, and they're trying to get people to go and troll other shows with super chats. So, so I highly welcome them to super chat and try to troll the channel.
Yeah.
Come on.
It starts at $2 a piece.
Come on.
And look, they can come and troll me with all the super chats they want.
Agreed.
But I'm kind of waiting for this slap lawsuit to go through, or the countersuit anyway, which is being brought upon Scott and Deuce Canoe. That's why he decided to make his law firm into an LLC less than a month ago.
Less than a month ago, he made his law firm an LLC. Hasn't he been an attorney for like so many years?
27 years.
So 27 years it takes him to form an LLC. Well, let me just tell you. They can go after.
He knows the shit's about to hit him. And because the LLC is so new, and there's proof that he injected himself into this situation prior to the LLC being created, there's still a chance that whatever he put into the LLC can be taken back out. So he should have thought about all this before sending out fucking threatening emails and getting himself involved.
Right.
That's the way that works.
Isn't there a law against threatening people with legal action if you have no intentions of forego proof of any wrongdoing? Isn't there a law like that? It says you can't threaten somebody with legal action unless you intend on doing it.
I'm not sure.
So what you're referring to, the ones that I know that like that are considered anti-slap. You can't threaten or bring legislation to silence somebody.
Yes.
Right, right. So wouldn't that be what they're trying to do here?
Absolutely, and it's one matter of defense. So I think if their lawsuit isn't dismissed, I would imagine that that's one thing Larry would then try to argue next.
Yeah.
Gee, I'm smart.
Well, the thing is too is that it's not particularly easy to reach out of Florida and drag, like, Jeremy, who I think's permanent resident is in Ohio, so drag him down to Florida, or reach out of Florida and drag Larry, who is a resident of Kentucky, down to Florida, which is why I think they had to go the federal lawsuit direction, because he couldn't make it a state court.
No, the federal law case is completely different. Completely different. So the case against Jeremy, George, Larry, and myself, that is a Florida law case. The federal law case, the federal law case is completely different. The federal law case is Jeremy taking online net for defamation in regards to the signs, calling him a rapist and everything else.
Yeah,
So
and he's only going.
that's a completely different law case to the one where Net's trying to Larry. George.
What is Bruce's full name?
Stand by, I might have it.
I think
I'm just trying to find a picture of him because I want to Photoshop something with him and then Bubbles right next to it.
Do you want me to play your video that you've got?
I put it in chat so we don't advertise for him.
So Rex, do you want me to click play on that video that's sitting there?
It's just a screenshot. Yeah, I mean, I just think it's funny. Tell me you don't see the resemblance.
Oh, Elmo
pick on her shirt.
Oh my!
Now I won't be able to unsee this.
Well, at least he's happy.
Every time he makes that face, I'm gonna hear the words "Elmo loves you."
You're welcome.
I love you, babe.
Dream about me.
That is my line. Thank you.
Hold
it from me.
Elmo says, "Dream about me."
Look, it's either Bruce Foreskin or Deuce Matskin. It's not.
Gotcha.
Don't you guys confuse me. I can't handle all the
looking at the letter he wrote about me to see how he signed it. He just signed it Bruce Matskin Esquire.
Oh.
Esquire.
So you got
this one's coming up in
letter 2,
Massachusetts, Connecticut.
Yeah, he had a case in Connecticut where he's being disbarred.
Wasn't he under a disciplinary investigation from the bar? Is that what he was going through?
Yeah, that's in Connecticut.
Yes, for his macaroni and cheese case.
Oh. Oh gosh.
That's why he's fought for all these LawTube channels, because he would email them. He emailed Larry and Megan. I don't know about Todd, but he wanted to be on their channel for them to talk about this macaroni case. And they wouldn't do it because they didn't think it was as Larry put it, it was a nothing worker. And so that's why he's gone. That's their theory. Because this was months before.
Right.
before what the hailstone.
Is that still under investigation? Is it still under investigation, or is that he's already done with it? Does anybody
Well,
know?
from what Larry said, he had like some disciplinary thing that he was supposed to do, like kind of like a community service. It's not what it is, but it's just like that. And
Right.
all he had to do was do that, and everything would have been fine. But he wanted to push the limits and go like sue the bar for whatever. And so now they're basically saying, well, we're going to throw that away, and you're going to be disbarred.
Oh,
So he didn't want to take the penalty and just do what they wanted him to do to maintain his license. He wanted to push the limit, so now bar took that away. So I don't know if that means that he's going to be disbarred. He has been disbarred. I don't think.
maybe it's who knows?
Well, that's
Can't hear you, Radis.
I think Radis froze again.
No, he's good.
No, he's there.
Oh,
Can't hear you, Beth.
Yeah, I can see you move. We just can't hear you.
nothing.
You're muted.
Did you mute?
There
I'm
you go.
not. It's the laptop. The laptop's having
Zach.
issues.
Thank you, Zach. We are not whining. Well, we might be a little.
Zach, I am whining about everything.
Wait a
I'm
minute. Wait a
whining
minute.
about
It's
the
a
fact
super
that
chat.
I'm stopped drinking
Sorry.
beer
It's a
instead
super
of
chat.
bourbon
Who
because I'm
sent you?
going to drive tomorrow.
Yes, thank you very much, Zach. We miss
We're
you.
whining that Bruce still hasn't found me. So for those who have just joined us and everything else, I am still not found, still not served. So, and Bruce has wasted about $5,000 to $6,000 out of pocket trying to serve me. Every time he sends a process server out to me, or out to where he thinks that I am, and I'm not there, that's $1,000 out of his pocket.
On my stream this morning, we were discussing.
Yeah, we're
if they
talking
would-
about. We're not going to refer to him as the B word. He is douche canoe or douchebag or Bruce Foreskin.
On my
Take your pick,
stream
but
this
just not
morning, we were
the
discussing
B word,
if they-
Zach, because you'll make Melissa unhappy.
Do whatever. I miss saying bubbles is just like it's a happy thing. I play with bubbles when I do dishes. I play in the tub with bubbles. I like play with my kids or whatever with bubbles.
I wouldn't
It's
advertise that.
I was so concerned as to where that sentence was going. I
second
play
she's
with
like,
my, and then you just paused for a second. I'm like, where
No,
is this gonna
Rex.
go?
Rex, get your
I
head
think it's
out.
time for a Pickle Bill cameo.
Well, Pickable is always here. He's always here. I gotta take Pickle Bill and slap you with that face. I'm gonna show you.
We were talking earlier today about if they were to do a movie, who would play who about this whole Otter Creek saga.
Ooh, that's
Oh
a
my
good-
goodness.
Hmm.
All right.
You gotta get Bruce Willis to play somebody. I feel like he's gotta be in the movie.
Hmm.
I think Rowan Atkinson should play Bruce.
Mm.
Actually, let's put this to all the people watching as well. Now, depending on whichever channel you're watching this on, when the video's over and you can rewatch it and everything else, I want everyone to go onto the channels that they've been watching from and put your lists of who should play who and everything else, just so we can have a look at it next week and talk about it in the sense of making the ultimate Otter Creek movie.
Which is doable.
Man, what did freaking Nightbot do this time?
What did Nightbot do? Nightbot is awful.
It busted Zach for talking in all caps.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
busted.
Nightbot's defaults are weird.
Yeah, you got to change those.
I'm going to put Nightbot in timeout.
Yeah, bad Nightbot. You've been a bad Nightbot.
Ooh,
Yes,
that's
Jim
a
Carrey
good one.
definitely to play. No, I don't know about playing for Bruce though. Yeah, he could.
No,
Yeah.
Jim Carrey should be Willis.
Willis, yes.
That's what I was thinking.
And Jeff Bridges would absolutely make a great John Cook. I
Yes.
could totally see that.
Oh man.
Who would do the judge? Let's see.
Judge the Thomases?
Christopher
Yeah.
Lloyd.
No.
Oh,
Christopher
yes.
Lloyd, yes.
Yes.
That would be great.
Oh, we lost Skipper.
Veterans out. Yeah, it looks like it.
All right, I found a pretty funny meme in my in my photos. If you want to share the screen, Radis.
Give me a second. Let me find.
Oh goodness.
I may or may not have accidentally just banned Nightbot together.
Bye bye, Nightbot. It's
Bye
been
bye,
nice.
Nightbot. See you later.
Okay, I feel like I'm having FOMO right now. FOMO. What is a Nightbot?
That's just
Nightbot's an automatic artificial intelligent moderator and everything else. I set it up at some stage, like basic settings, because I never got around to finishing it because that's the story of my life. And yeah, it tried to break Zach.
Well, I mean, sometimes Zach needs to be put in timeout. Just saying. And some people in chat tell me he likes it. So.
Oh gosh, Mad Dog is sending me. I hate you. Goodness.
Oh, well, that's not very nice.
I'm sorry. I don't hate anyone. I'm
Mel
kidding. I
Gibson
know.
needs to play DJ Radis.
Who plays DJ?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
No. If someone's going to play me, they will have to shave their head a little bit. But it's going to have to be
Bruce Willis.
No.
The actor who plays Wolverine.
Have it been Diesel?
No.
Oh, Vin Diesel would be good.
They need an Australian accent.
We can.
That
They
can
can
be
create
fake.
one. They're all actors.
Hey, they can. Yeah, I was gonna say they're actors. It's what they do.
They don't do Australian accents.
Willem Dafoe.
You pay him enough money. I got another meme pulled up. If you want to share it, Radis.
I
I
like
didn't see
the
the first
Nick
one.
Nolte John Cook one.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. There. Did we post the Discord link?
I have posted it once already. Let's see if it's still in my copy and paste.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like the parents in the chat appreciate that one.
Mhm.
Yes. We can do that. Actually, I'm trying to post and I don't know why I can't.
I'm trying to think who would play Jeremy and George.
George should be Linda or oh gosh, Mahaya. What's her name? Her first name.
We thought John Cena would be a good Jeremy.
Yes. John Cena. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. My singing is so immaculate. I'm sorry if you get a copyright strike.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
I'm going to say my generator is probably going to die probably within the next 10 minutes. I can hear it starting to splutter around.
You'll be getting close to your 2-hour mark that you like to stick to anyway.
Yeah.
I think the guy from the movie Richard Jewell, I think he should play Thomas Collins. Biscuit Boy.
That would be good. Now you have to get with maybe JK and DJ and start to make a, a little video thing. There you go, Radis. I couldn't get it.
Ooh, Eric's got a good one. Someone suggested Cote de Pablo as George. That would be a good one. She looks like George.
Who will play Russ and
Dawn would have to be Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
I was
definitely.
going to say that. Don is Danny DeVito, for sure.
That would be
Russ would be
Russ.
John Goodman.
No, he's too cool. I like him.
all the actresses that you've been named are too cool.
You know what? What's his face? Oh, I can't think of his name now. Oh.
Also, I think you've got to think of someone for Madam Mayor.
Oh, for Therese?
How about for Russ, Paul Giamatti?
I have to look him up.
I don't know who Paul. Oh, Paul. The older, like Paul Jean. No, I'm thinking of somebody else then.
That guy.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, that wouldn't quite it. So who would play Madame Mayor? Sandra. Maybe. That's doable. For Russell and Don Cheech and Chong.
There's a full lot.
I still think Crook should be William H. Macy. That'd be a good one.
Yep. I did like the Nick Nolte suggestion for him, though.
Yeah, Nick Nolte wouldn't be bad.
We need an actual full list here at some
Oh
point.
my
So
goodness.
once you go through
No, Gary Busey.
Can someone go through chat and try and make a list of what everyone's suggesting and everything else? That way we can organise a voting list at some point in time.
And we can send it to some editors to see if they can take it on and make a movie out of it.
I'll submit it straight to Jeremy and everything else, and then they can do a poll and everything else on their Sunday night live stream.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think
but look
Meryl
how I
Streep for
convinced
Madam Mayor.
the DJ.
Sandra, have a wonderful night.
Nice, Sandra.
Vin Diesel is me.
Yeah.
I don't talk about.
I thought you liked Pitbull.
I need family.
Pitbull? He does look like Pitbull. He really does. Mr. Worldwide.
It's the 305.
Oh, didn't DUI guy said one of his either friends of families or acquaintance with the douche guy? Did he say that?
Steve
Larry's
Carell for
mom
Larry.
friends with Douche Canoe's, one of Douche Canoe's other friends or whatever else.
I just say it's a small world.
Amber Heard as
agree with that for Larry, by the way. Steve Carell.
What's
Bottom
that?
Town,
Got the
unfortunately,
eyebrows.
Amber Heard's she's still way out of Lynette's league in regards to being too pretty and everything else.
Yeah, Amber
You've
Heard is definitely.
really got to dig deep for someone to play Lynette.
Nobody wants Amber Heard in anything, though. That's just gonna make things not go.
Oh, who
Gotta
is
think of someone that's like extremely skin and bones and
who played Meryl Streep, right? Meryl. No,
I think Meryl Streep should be Madam Mayor.
really.
Yeah.
She's a little old, Madam.
Did we put?
Now that Nurse TT is back, let's all go over to her channel and give her some subs and everything else. She's 8 away from 50, so in 8, I think she needs 100 though to actually start live stream, isn't it?
Is it? No, it's 50.
50.
It's 50.
Then it's 50. So Nurse TT, I'm just going to leave that on the screen for a while.
Can David Spade just be one of the neighborhood crackheads?
That'd be
I
hilarious.
think that he would do that real good. Him and Rob Schneider. Get some Adam Sandler in there.
How about what is her name? Andy McDowell? What is her name?
Oh, yeah. As who?
As Lynette.
I don't know. She's kind of too pretty for that.
Really? Okay.
I think so. Andy McDowell, I mean.
Yeah. I know what you meant.
I really think you need to find a skinny dude and just put some braids on him. What about Steve Buscemi as Lynette?
Oh my gosh.
I said Parker Posey for Shark just because Parker Posey can play that hippie chick type of thing really well.
Yeah.
Ooh, Sissy Spacek would be good.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I used to be young.
Can Ryan Reynolds be the voice of Tug?
Oh, right.
Oh, that would be hilarious. To make
I
him do
think
the
it's gotta be-
Deadpool thing.
I think it's got to be Johnny Depp, so then it's full circle with Johnny Depp and Tug. Ryan Reynolds should be Attorney Shockett. I could see Ryan Reynolds be like, again, she's interrupting me.
Over and over. I mean, that deposition was awful, guys. It was
Oh my
awful.
god. It was hard to
Oh,
watch.
did you see the thing I posted about that? I caught something that I don't think other people caught. The soda stream thing. She uses soda stream to drink her pop. How many bottles did she go through? And she's reaching up to grab them. And she literally, I had timestamps on it. She had an empty one, passed it up, and in enough time it takes to make a fresh batch, like a fresh bottle, she reaches up, gets it back, and goes and fills her stuff. I have the
Hey,
See, I'm
timestamps on
thinking
the thing.
Sarah Jessica Parker for Lynette. Just
Oh,
having to get on her and on in her age and everything else.
She's small enough.
Hey, Nurse TT, I wanted to be the first to congratulate you. I believe you have 51
I
subscribers now.
just saw that.
yay!
Thank you, everybody. So
Yeah.
I so
we go.
appreciate you guys.
What about John Voight for Russ?
John Boyd. Trying to think who he is. Who is he?
He's
What are you playing?
what's her name? And Angelina Jolie's dad. He was FDR in Pearl Harbor. Trying to think. He was in Deliverance.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What
I'm
about
so bad
Tiana?
with actors' names.
Oh yeah. Who's gonna play Ziana?
I thought you said, what about Keanu? Because I think Keanu could also play
No.
Jeremy pretty well.
Gal
Alec
Gadot,
Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin cannot be John Crook. We can't trust him with a weapon.
No.
That's true.
Oh, there's Two Dogs. Hey, Two Dogs.
Brad has already said your lines. You don't have to.
What is that?
If only Lynette could turn back time.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Wait a
what
second.
about
Why the fuck is Nightbot back?
Nightbot.
for start? What
Stop
about Cher?
spamming emotes, Audrey Little. How dare you? Nightbot said, "Screw your ban. I'm Nightbot."
Oh gosh.
Do,
Keep it up.
do.
Do it.
Fucking,
Let's ban him again. Let's ban
I did.
Nightbot. Don't pick
I
on
just did.
Audrey.
Yeah, it's just calling Audrey out like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." She sent some laughing emojis. Jeez.
People get so worked up about the littlest things.
They really do, don't they?
Oh, Puddle Town, that's a good one. Sandra Bernhard, wait a minute. I thought you said Sandra Bullock.
All right, I am still not, still not found, still not served. So, Juice really isn't doing his job.
He is currently broadcasting from outside a Waffle House in Walla Walla, Washington.
Oh. Well,
Walla Walla.
I guess that's a thing.
I'd take you on a guided tour of what's outside at the moment, but it's just pitch black.
Maybe you and I might cross each other on the freeway one day.
Well, if we go by the same rules as that stream that we did a couple of months ago or whatever else, the two fleas are listening or watching or whatever else, you know I'm going to have to swerve towards you.
Oh my God! They on Tug's stream, Bruce emailed Megan while they were live. I'm gonna have to check that out. That is crazy.
Oh my goodness, that would be.
This guy can't help himself.
I don't know why he's saying.
He's like a petulant child. I'm not getting my way, so I'm going to keep yelling, stomping my feet. Mom, 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 mom.
Right? Are they
TT,
still
TT,
going?
TT, TT,
Mama,
TT,
mom, mommy.
Stewie. Mommy, mum, 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 mum.
Yes, that's what it's like. Oh my.
Megan's going to file harassment charges on him. Good. I considered that, but my lawyer actually told me, no, hold off.
My lawyer's told me a few things as well, so I just have to. My lawyer's just told me to keep doing as I'm doing at the moment.
Doesn't it feel so powerful to say, like, my lawyers tell me?
There,
Okay,
see, like I
sorry.
said, harassment.
I stand corrected.
I
Randy
don't
and
want a
Doreen. Randy and Doreen have told me to continue doing as I do right now.
Yeah. I don't want to have to be in a position to get a lawyer.
Oh, trust me. The more the merrier in regards to this case and everything else, and anyone else who gets added to it, I can guarantee you, if you're either connected to me, connected to Jeremy, connected to Larry in any sort of way, Randy and Doreen will just pull you under their wings.
Oh, well, that's nice of them.
I don't know. I figure at some point maybe they'll try to reach out to me. I don't know. 'Cause I keep saying you're in my backyard. They never listen.
That would be
That's the thing,
so
they won't
funny.
reach out to you because you're out of the United States.
They reached out to your parents, dude.
Yeah, but they were trying to figure out whether or not I was in Australia or not. Because there
Well,
was
maybe
rumors
you're in
that
Canada.
back to Australia.
I keep telling them if you're in Canada, nobody listens.
Yeah.
Do you think if they
I
would have
just gotta
told him that you
put
were
more
in
Sharpie on
Australia,
you.
he'd start writing letters to the State Department?
Well, as I said, he's already contacted my parents back in Australia, so... Or tried to contact them anyway. They didn't respond.
Right.
Look at this. Nurse PT giving Max Labs all the hearts and kisses.
So, Nightbot's going to come back.
Alita, I see your YouTube channel, all chat and everything else. YouTube won't let you chat. You're chatting now.
There,
What
she got 57 subscribers now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, shit. There we
Right?
go.
Guess who's streaming next Saturday?
There we go.
Just
Keep
keep
streaming.
streaming. Just
Keep
keep
streaming.
streaming.
All right.
So, so Skipper, you said you have a stream tomorrow morning. What's that going to be about?
I normally, if I get up in the morning and I don't have anything going on, I do coffee with the skipper. Tomorrow is going to be a political stream. I actually have an 18-year-old young man who does a lot of political stuff on X. He's going to come on. We're going to talk about the current political situation.
Yeah, there is quite a bit, especially after that, whatever you want to call it on Tuesday. I don't know if it was a debate per se, more like just two people who are weirdos talking to two other weirdos. That thing, there are some great memes that came out of that debate, though. Probably the best thing that came out of it.
He's also targeted my channel many a time. Two fleas have stated to their little cult and everything else to go to my channel and report it and everything else. clearly nothing's happened of it. None of my videos have ever been taken down, which either means that I'm doing the right thing or I just haven't done the wrong thing.
Well, you know what amazes me is how they accuse all these lawsuit channels of grifting off of what they did from the Lynette story. But aren't they doing the same damn thing? They ain't got nothing to do with it. They're not lawtubers. They're not any, and they just jumped on this bandwagon just to take sides.
Well, Two Fleas isn't a LawTube channel. Two Fleas is a commentary channel.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying, though. They're not even, Megan and NG Law and all the lawsuits picked it up because of Justice and how he was, you know, treating Jeremy unfairly and running the courtroom unfairly. We can't hear you, Skipper. If you're talking to us, we can't hear you.
Oh no, I'm not talking.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm watching it on YouTube. We're talking. But I have the YouTube one muted, so. But that's what I don't. Like, that's what I'm trying to say, though. Is they're commentary, but they're not. Like, they picked it, all the lawtubers picked it up because they were covering the injustice and this judge taking away Jeremy's First Amendment right and violating. So that's why they picked it up. They didn't pick it up over the Lynette and Jeremy drama. You know what I'm saying? It was about the court case. These guys are picking it up because of the drama. But they're grifting no differently than anybody else. So it's like throwing rocks at a glass house. You know what I mean? Or living in a glass house and throwing rocks. That's all I'm trying to say. I just think that they're calling the federal flag. Yes, Taz, they are crazy. Sure.
So,
I just want to shut the generator off.
So TT,
Yes, dear.
did you so with all the stuff that happened with your husband and all that, whatever ended up happening to your schooling, did that have to go on the back burner? Oh. Well, you know, like I've always, like, you know, obviously family always comes first, you know?
Yes, I will just have to take it over again. It's fine. It's well worth the loss.
Absolutely. Oh, and it's not, you know, it's just one semester. It's not that hard to make it up.
Well, it was just one class. It's just the whole class.
Oh, okay.
So it's not even really a semester. I just have to pay for it again.
Was that the nursing and technology kind of thing, or was that the real estate thing?
No, I'm still doing real estate. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to my husband about that because you all know how the healthcare industry is, and it's failing miserably. And you know, we healthcare workers are treated like crap, and we're not treated like actual valuable employees. We're treated like a number, a warm body, and I'm kind of tired of it. And I'm tired of working for the man. I want to work for myself and kind of be my own, my own boss per se. And real estate kind of gives me that option. And
it does.
I kind of feel, I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel that my reasoning for going into nursing was because I cared about people and I wanted to take care of people. And I feel like that same nurturing and caring can be kind of brought over to the real estate side, because in my experience with real estate agents, and a lot of them, they focus on the money, the flows, and they don't really focus on the person. when we were looking for our house, we gave them a specific list of things that we absolutely wanted and things that we could do. We wanted it, but we could do without. And one of them was it had to be a minimum of a 3-bedroom home. It must have a basement, and it must have a garage. Those are 3 things we could not do without. It took me 4 real estate agents to find the right one that would actually look for houses that we want. These real estate agents were just throwing 50 listings at me. 2-bedroom homes, no basement, no garage. 3-bedroom home, no basement, no garage. Well, I don't know. I thought maybe you'd want to look. No, that's not what I want. Those are not options for me. So stop wasting my time where I have to sit through 50 different listings every day to find one that I would rather you give me one house a day, if that's all you can find, than give me 50 listings. So I just feel like some real estate agents don't listen to their clients.
Yeah, I mean, my sister just ended up buying a house, and like, you know, even the people that sold my parents this house nearly 25 years ago, I wouldn't say they're friends, but they still, you know, send each other Christmas cards and stuff. Like, they become a pretty big part of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about nursing, like doing, you know, I was working in home care. I mean, I became friends with my patients' families, you know, I still am in contact with a lot of them. They still text me and ask me how I'm doing. I'm texting them and asking them how they're doing. I mean, it's very similar to, you know, if they need home care, they're asking me where I'm at because they want me as their nurse again. So, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that I can trickle that over into the real estate. I'm a good people person. I generally
Oh, yes, you
enjoy
are.
people. Yeah, I generally enjoy people. So I just don't like lying that kind of people. I don't like lying.
Well, I'm not
like
sure a lot of people do.
Yeah, I don't like lying. Oh my God, Fuddletown. Woody Allen have lying.
So, that's a question for you, Skipper. Before like Bruce started coming after you and stuff, like you seem like a pretty fair guy, but I guess my question would be like, would you try to like interview like Lynette like at any point before all that? Obviously not now, but before all this crazy started happening, is that something that you would have been open to?
Yeah, I would have given anybody you know, time on the channel because that makes for great television, even though this isn't
Yeah.
television. You know, people like a little bit of drama, but when people like Slug started going way over the line and he started doxing me and posting a lot of private information of people I care about.
Oh, I'm sorry that happened. I wasn't even aware of anything like that.
He has
That's
since backed
awful.
off, but yeah, he was going hard. But when Jeremy made it clear Jeremy's gonna go forward with a lawsuit, and he discovered what he was doing was illegal, he backed off. But I've actually just gotten a text. Apparently, the 2 Lees right now did not heed the warning. They are doxing Tug right now on their stream as we speak. So I don't know what it's going to take for these people to realize that doxing people, posting private information, not smart.
Not smart at all.
No, it's awful. It's also against community guidelines.
Yes.
Like yes, technically the info is available, you know, publicly via voter rolls and whatnot and so on. But putting it out there because you're trying to maybe direct people to do something not so nice, is wrong morally. If nothing else, it's wrong morally.
Yeah, that's true.
Tug warned him last night. He said, "Look, I will come after you if you." He goes, "You do anything with my kids?" He goes, "I will come after you." And he's like, "I've done it before."
Yeah, word of advice, everyone: keep kids out of it. You know, let them play in their sandboxes. You know, be adult and deal with it yourself. Don't go after any kids. You guys, I'm gonna have to get off here for a little bit. I don't know if you guys are gonna go back into Discord later or what, but I will see you all then. Okay.
Alrighty, bye,
We
Joy.
can probably start
Guys.
wrapping this up anyway because we've been going for 2 hours.
Yeah. But I'll see you
God.
if everybody goes in Discord. I'll see you there.
Melissa, pimp your channel out before you go.
My channel?
Yeah, your channel.
Okay. Let me copy and paste that. Oh, that's in this. I put it in the wrong place. But anyways, a lot of them are on Discord, so I hope to see a lot of you guys there and chit chat later. So then we can touch base. So because I haven't seen a lot of them for a little bit, and I'm not gonna leave Pickle's with me always. But you guys have a good night. Nice to meet you there, Skipper, Mike, Detrinations.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me on.
Good night, guys. See you then.
No.
Good night. Skipper, did you want to pimp out your channel, your co-host channel, what you got going on this next week, all that sort of stuff?
If you post it in
Sure,
the side
yeah.
chat backstage, I didn't post it on Radis's.
I
What?
just
If Skipper wants to post it in the private, I can post it into the chat on Radis's, the link.
yeah, I can. I think I can do that.
He should be able to do it because he's streaming to his stream as well, so it should be able to pop. I think it pops up on all of them.
No,
I did just
I don't think it.
There's TT. I just did a community post telling all my people to make sure that they're following you, and I did tag you, so you should see that.
Okay.
But I'm actually pretty easy to find. Veteran Nation. You just search that on YouTube; it comes right up. I'm the only one named that. I'll plug my X at veteran_nation. You can also follow me there. I do simul streams on X as well. In fact, this has been going out on X. I noticed we had about 30 or 40 people there. So anyone who wants to follow me on X can always shoot me a thing and I'll retweet. My co-host TC, his channel is Minnesota Black Robe Regiment. And we do a live stream every other Tuesday. So not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday we're going to be doing a live stream with a candidate for Senate in Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
That's great. I'm looking forward to watching your streams tomorrow.
And likewise, and you guys want to do a stream with me? I most mornings on the weekends I do my coffee with the Skipper. You're more than welcome just to shoot me a thing, and I'll send you a link and bring you on. Those are not structured at all. It's just kind of me talking. And then the only structured show I do is the every other Tuesday. Everything else is just kind of flying by the seat of my pants.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I used to be an over-the-road trucker, so I was never home. And then I took a new job back in June, so I'm home Friday through like Sunday afternoon. So it's actually I might actually be able to pop on.
That's what my dad did for years, so I know that life.
It's certainly not my end goal. It's kind of get in, make the money, get out, because it is hell on the body. Oh, jeez. Probably not as bad as going to war, but...
You gonna drop your channel back in here, Rex?
Yeah, let me grab that. I think it's youtube.com/@TRexTrucking.
I can't remember.
I don't remember either. And my keyboard does not want to do keyboard things. There we go. Anyways, folks, I am T-Rex of T-Rex Trucking and More on YouTube. Sometimes I post. I'm not going to lie. I've been kind of not doing it as much as I should lately. But when I do, it's usually driving streams, kind of looking out the front of the semi-truck. It's not wildly entertaining, I'm not going to lie. I always imagined it to be more of something as like ambiance, like something to throw up on the TV when you're cleaning, or maybe just some people like the road noise to fall asleep to, but you know, they're 6-hour-long videos, so I don't really expect anyone to just sit there and watch the whole thing. I've been trying to work a little bit more on the and more part of it, though, which was always supposed to be like videos of like camping and different little side activities. Like I just posted a YouTube short of going to a actively working but old hand crank style canal lock. That was pretty neat. But so hopefully we'll have more of that sort of stuff coming out. But yeah, that's all I got. Radis, I believe you said tonight at midnight, so technically tomorrow, you have a whole, like, what is it, 48-minute album or something dropping?
55-minute album.
Oh, there you go.
55 minutes of all the latest hits all combined into one. There's a download link with it as well. So if you want to download it to your phone, to your computer, I'll be releasing a cut-up version of it that people can, if they still use CDs, can burn it to a CD and you can burn it. So it will still play technically as a continuous song, but you can then go through and pre-select which song you actually want to listen to instead. So that will be broken up and everything else. That releases to the public again in like 40 minutes time. For those who are channel members, it's already active and everything else, and it's just to celebrate the forthcoming of 4,000 subscribers. Technically we're not there yet, we're like 40 subscribers away from it, but I see that happening within the next 24 hours, and it's just easy enough to have it released today and in celebration or pre-celebration of it. So it features the songs about Megan and Larry and myself and Randy and Doreen, Lynette, John Crook, obviously Jeremy Hales, and then there's a few other ones in there. I was sent some lyrics from Razilla earlier, who wanted me to convert their lyrics into a song. So that even features on the album as well as a bonus track.
Sorry. I'm just laughing at chat.
Haley has been back.
Doesn't like that smuck person. What have I said?
So
Yeah, that smuck person.
Unless
Yeah.
Haley came in and said she was reporting this channel by. I think she literally said, I'm reporting this channel by BYE. Then she comes in and somebody says, why? You know, I said, good luck with that. And then she goes back, I don't like that smart person. So,
What?
yeah,
It
she's
says,
like, I don't like
Michelle, you will find out soon, loser.
Who said that?
What?
She did.
I really like that smuck girl. She's really neat. Really.
Where did she say
really
that
dope.
It's new. I said I'm trying not to laugh too much, and then just 2 chats down. Michelle, you will find out soon, loser.
Oh yeah, I see her right there. Oh my goodness. That's not very nice.
Oops.
I really don't
Oopsies.
care. I mean, what's she gonna do with me? Honestly, I haven't said or done anything wrong.
How dare you,
Bye-bye.
Nightbot? That wasn't very nice.
Oh no. That definitely wasn't Nightbot. I have a tendency of accidentally clicking things.
Oh yeah, you got that hand that just thinks on its own. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Trust me, I've had someone coming after me trying to kill me. You really think I'm afraid of someone, running their mouth at me? Okay, bring it on.
It's going to be a cat fight. It's going to be scratching.
Oh, there ain't no cat fights with me.
They're just all out brawls.
I might have nails, but they're used for better things than scratching.
Yeah.
I got better things at mine.
are we still doing the whole subscribe to Michelle's YouTube page without her actually having a YouTube page yet? Because that was the thing the other week.
Oh my goodness.
That would be funny.
That was a complete-
We were all getting people to subscribe to her channel, and she doesn't have a single video up, and doesn't even have her channel set up yet.
Expert used to do that. Used to kind of troll people into starting a channel by getting them to subscribe to them.
Why does it just sound like
I don't have time for a channel.
a robot?
Look, if you've got the time to be on here on a Saturday night, you've got the
How many nights have I been on here lately?
Okay,
7.
you've had some issues recently, which we don't necessarily.
But aren't going away. They're just going to increase. Let's be honest here. It's not always going to be easy for me, but I'll do what I can. I'll be available when I can be.
You know,
But,
I got to say that our group here has had one heck of the last 3 months. We have DJ Radis, who is currently going through some relationship things, and I don't know how much you want to put out there based on even at that. We have Miss Michelle going through her own little stuff with the packs and other stuff. I don't know how
I got
much.
lost.
Yeah.
It's not
Myself.
all public.
Yeah. Right. That's why I was like, I didn't know how much more to say. And myself, I went through 2 deaths and a major accident with my husband. So it's been quite the last 3 months for us.
Look, I wouldn't necessarily say I've gone through some relationship issues. I like to say that I have lost over 400 pounds in a couple of months.
Okay, that's a good way of putting it.
I've lost about 46.
Hey, there you go.
And she's going to gain about 8 back.
So
Cam up, white girl.
What's that?
The comment from Haley, cam up, white girl.
I'm not
Is
sure
there a new
about
one?
That's the funniest thing. She's not even white. She's mostly native
I've been on
Canadian.
Cam how many times before?
Hey, YouTube beefs can mean a lot of views. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Well, let's start it. I'm good at YouTube beats.
You know what? You want to challenge me? I may look like shit. Booyah, bitch.
Smart, don't
You
go
don't
to their
challenge me.
level. Don't need to
You
go to
realize
their.
the last time I had a challenge, my wrist got tattooed, among other things.
Like, Harley, honestly, if you're here to try and stir trouble, just fuck off. Like, literally, go back to
Oh
your
shit!
bedroom.
I guess I should leave then.
No, What the hell? Meth hell is where I'm going. That's what she says. Considering I've never touched that kind of crap in my life, don't know what her problem is. Seriously.
Anyway, we're gonna end this stream. Before I
Yeah.
say something, may get my channel demonetized quickly.
Oh, Haley.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
pacifier.
everyone have a good night. We will be back again 9 o'clock next Tuesday or next Saturday night. And hopefully by then we'll have a list of people who are playing who in the upcoming movie.
Oh, do it, Haley, please.
Oh, what's her new message? She put a new message.
I'm going to stalk
Gonna
you
stalk me
every day.
every day.
That is a threat. I'm screenshotting that.
Thank you. We can
Hopefully she
screenshot all
means
of this.
corn stalks, 'cause
Yeah,
corn is
that is a
delicious.
threat. That is a threat.
And watch you. Okay.
Yep. All right.
Always feel like somebody.
Keep digging. Keep digging.
Anyway, ladies
Maybe
and
I
gentlemen,
should go
you
out
guys all
front
have
and
a
get one
great
of the
night.
officers that I have sitting outside.
We'll be back next week,
Hmm.
9 p.m.
Bye. Download the album.
What do you think, guys? Should I?
Go to the backstage.
All right.